More than $15,000. That is how much the Marathon Podcast has sponsored athletes all over the world with over the last month. This is a part of the Marathon Podcast sponsorship, an initiative that I presented a month ago, which aims at helping athletes who are not full-time athletes, but with ambitions of being the best in the world. Athletes who are putting in a lot of work, but they might have a job on the side, they might be students, and the Marathon Podcast sponsorship is there to help them and contribute to a little bit easier of an everyday life, but also easier for them to focus and prioritize their sports. The Marathon Podcast sponsorship will not help them to become full-time athletes. It's not that big of a sponsorship. It will be more like paying for a training camp or a month's rent, or maybe contributing to them being able to have massages or new shoes, new gear, whatever that is. As of right now, or up until now, the Marathon Podcast sponsorship has been 100% financed by my filmmaking and my photography, which means that it's kind of just money out of my pocket. Going forward in 2026, I'm curious to see what the Marathon Podcast sponsorship will look like. I know that I really want to keep doing this, but I also really hope that the Marathon Podcast will be more sustainable and that I can use the income from the Marathon Podcast itself to do this and continue contributing to the athletes. I also want to look at how to select the different athletes. As of right now, it's been more of a random selection, and it also has been hard for me to know what athletes are actually sponsored, supported already. And then you have athletes like Erica Kemp, who I offered the Marathon Podcast sponsorship to, who clearly said that she was well supported by Brooks, and so she wanted someone else who needed it more to have it instead of her. A great human being and such a nice thing to do. And that is exactly what the Marathon Podcast sponsorship is all about. It's about helping those who need it the most. And so for next year, I might have an application process going in where people can apply themselves, but also where people who are close to athletes or who know about athletes that could need that extra support can apply for their friends or family members. So that is what the future holds for the Marathon Podcast sponsorship. It's a little uncertain what it's going to look like, but these are my thoughts. And I'm really, really happy to support all of the athletes that I've supported so far. And if you want to see who those athletes are, you can head over to the Marathon Podcast's Instagram, where you will see it. And the athletes will also be updated on the marathonpodcast.com. Thank you so much for listening to the Marathon Podcast. I hope you're enjoying the episodes. And I'll talk to you and see you in whatever episode you'll listen to.